What if Disney made a Coke ad? So my wife is away for 2 days, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to surprise her. By the time she gets back, I'm going to repaint the whole foyer. And at the same time, because I really like to make my life hard, a bit of an oops, I'm also going to shoot a Coke commercial. There used to be a brilliant tagline called Real Magic, and made me think, well, this is pretty real, doing DIY. Now I just have to bring the magic in. I think I've got it. The magic has to be Disney. So like any good commercial, I've got to come up with a story, right? You have a guy who's really struggling with his DIY, so he uses magic to bring his scrapers and paintbrushes to life. Let's get creative. To animate these to look like they're alive but I'm not touching them, I could either film it on green screen with it moving around, or I think better is to actually film it. Thanks, plane. Madness. So I think I've come up with a solution by sticking it on the end, right? And then moving it around. And then because I'm not touching it, this will key perfectly. Now my next challenge is to turn this into a green rod. I think it's going to work. So I've tried to find the paintbrush with the thickest stem to it. So then, because I've got an 8mm dowel, I'm going to have to make an 8mm hole in it. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. The batteries run out! I mean, it's a hole, but it's not a very appealing hole. It didn't just go and work. I am very proud of myself right now. I think we got one that works. That just happened. Now I have to try and work out how to get the story done without the scraper. Oh, I can't use that music, can I? So this is the shot where I'm gonna have to use the product. And action! Oh. It's like 8 PM, so now I actually have to do some work. It's starting to get pretty late now. Tomorrow, I'm gonna knock this on the head. I just found this. It's actually aluminium, but it's hollow and it's not far off the size of the dowel. So this would be so perfect, but I can't get the handle off. I think I've worked this out. I'm actually gonna use this, which is kind of the hook to hold it up. And I'm gonna put the dowel through this. I guess we'll find out how well this will work in post. I may have had a bit of an accident. That would be a bit of an oops. This is really tiring doing both a commercial and home renovation at the same time. At this point, the biggest challenges in my way are actually paint drying. Outside of that, continuity, making sure the story still works for the commercial and that you understand that this is a Coke commercial. I finished painting in here last night at 1 o'clock in the morning, so I am wrecked. It was probably a bad idea trying to do home renovation and a commercial at the same time, if I'm going to be honest. I'm going to try and finish off painting in here so I can start filming the last segments of the commercial. God, painting takes so much time. Finally done! Alright, so I start here. And I'm like, what on earth? That's a wrap.
1 hour later.
So all of the footage is now on this itty bitty drive. Love this thing, it's super fast. And I'm gonna go into DaVinci Resolve. It's free. If you're not using it, why not? Straight away, I have a problem. Because only at 15 seconds am I into things are now magicking. So maybe the story is a bit too big for 30 seconds. That's a problem. The very first short film I was ever involved in with my brother, he invited me to come to Reading Forest to be a Jedi. And this is actually what inspired me to be in film. I had to do some finger acting, hand acting. Now I'm looking at my hand in this commercial doing the exact same thing. I love that things have come full circle. I have another problem. This particular shot where we see the paintbrush walk for the very first time, I didn't do a clean plate for it. No matter what I do, I can't get rid of this tiny little bit of green here. I can either try to go into Photoshop and then kind of do something with it and then re-import it back in, or I can make it look like it's a little stick or a bit of wire or something by getting rid of the green and changing the color to something else. Wow, I am actually really quite surprised that this has come out like this. Quite often special effects are used in the background in a way that you just can't tell that it's been used. But I did do an episode like this one up here where I blew myself up into confetti in one day.